Hi, this is Shalev Amar with your Lemon Law Advocates. And what I'd like to talk to you about are 8 mistakes to avoid if you have a defective vehicle, if you're contemplating pursuing a lemon law matter. So let's get right into it. Number 1 is yelling at either the repairing dealer or the customer service of the company that manufactured your product. Now look, when you're dealing with a defective vehicle, you're having to get it repaired over and over again, especially if it's a safety issue. Obviously, you can become emotional if the problem's not getting fixed. It's understandable to be upset. It's understandable to be frustrated. However, bite your tongue. Don't take it out on the dealer. Don't take it out on the car, RV, boat, motorcycle, whatever vehicle company you're dealing with. And here's why. You basically need 3 things to prevail in a civil matter. A civil matter is a matter where you're seeking some type of compensation. So you need the facts, you need the law, and you need to be a likable claimant. Guess which one is the most important? That's right, to be a likable claimant. And the companies know this because they've done actual studies in jurors, and people routinely say that if somebody comes off upset or angry, it turns off the jury. So these companies know that. And so if you're screaming at dealership personnel or you're yelling at customer service reps, they know right then that you're going to have a hard time if it did go down the road to being a legal claim to prevail in front of a jury. And because of that, they're less likely to make a fair settlement offer, or they might refuse to make an offer altogether. And the vast majority of cases settle out of court without there ever even needing to be a lawsuit, and you don't want to prevent a potential settlement because they think that you might make a bad witness, a bad claimant that people will not be sympathetic with. So please, no matter how frustrated you get, do not yell at the dealer. Do not yell at the car company representatives. You can vent to family, you can vent to friends, you can even vent to your attorney if you hire an attorney. But don't do it with the dealer or with the manufacturer. Let's get into number 2. Number 2 is threatening to hire an attorney or threatening to file a lemon law claim. You especially shouldn't do this if your vehicle's been in the repair shop for a long period of time and you still haven't gotten it back. Here's why. Once the dealer hears that puts the dealer into defense mode on behalf of the manufacturer because they think that you might bring a potential claim. So guess what? Especially before you have the repair record, they could end up monkeying around with the repair record, blaming you for the issue or saying unable to duplicate, no problem found, operating as designed, or just saying that the repair was goodwill, which means it wasn't under the warranty, it was out of the goodness of their heart. So you don't want that to happen. Like I said, if you're thinking of bringing a lemon law claim, if you're thinking of hiring an attorney, there is zero reason to communicate that information to the dealer or to the car, RV, boat, motorcycle company. And the reason is because some people think if they threaten that, they're more likely to be able to get maybe a fair deal. Maybe the company will accept responsibility for the product to prevent you getting an attorney or pursuing a lemon law claim. Unfortunately, that's typically not the way it happens because these companies know that out of every 10 people who have legitimate claims who will threaten getting an attorney, who will threaten pursuing a lemon law matter, that maybe 1 or 2 will actually go that extra mile and actually consult with an attorney, actually pursue a claim. So because of that, they don't necessarily take the threat seriously, but just in case, they will mess with the records. So you don't want to put yourself at that risk. 3 is bashing the manufacturer online in the internet. Now with social media, it's easier than ever to talk about what's going on with your life, whether it's positive or negative. The problem is it's also easier than ever to find out what people are saying on the internet. And if you bash a company publicly, and online is public these days, the company might get upset and decide, well, this person is hurting our business, they're bad mouthing us, we're not going to do anything to help them. In fact, some companies will actually get mad and fight you if you bring a claim. And so a claim that could probably be settled out of court, 95+% of our firm's cases, in fact, settle out of court. A claim like that, if they see that you're bashing them online, which again is just easy through social media, if they see that, they might refuse to settle with you. They might even fight you tooth and nail. So you don't want to do that. It's better to get out of the problem than to bash the company. Next, the next mistake is to trade out of your vehicle prior to a lemon law or breach of warranty claim resolution. Here's why that's a mistake. Under the lemon law, you have to have the car to give back to the company if it is bought back or if it's replaced with a new vehicle. So if you get rid of your car, you just killed your lemon law case. Now, even for breach of warranty cases where what you get is compensation, there's cases out there, legal opinions that say, hey, you know what? You can't seek money on a product that you don't even have anymore. So some people, they keep having repair issues. They get fed up. They're like, I've had it with this car. And they just trade out of it. And then they come seeking legal help, not understanding, wow, I just killed my own case because I don't have the product anymore. So it's just a timing issue. Now, if you do get representation and you're able to get the case settled, then once you sign a settlement agreement, even before you get paid, at that point, because you have a signed deal, then you can get rid of the vehicle if it's for compensation. If the vehicle is being bought back, then obviously there's going to be a time where you schedule the vehicle return. But don't just get rid of the car prior to resolution, because you're basically shooting yourself in the foot and you're not going to be able to get lemon law or breach of warranty help that you're entitled to. The next mistake, the fifth one, is when a consumer stops making payments on their loan or lease. Again, it's understandable why people would do that. You get a brand new product, you keep having problems over and over again, the product's not being fixed properly under the warranty as the company has promised to do. And some people feel like, look, I'm without my vehicle for long periods of time, keep having to go to the repair shop over and over again. Why should I keep having to pay for this? I'm not getting what I paid for. Now again, that's totally logical, totally understandable, but doing that is shooting yourself in the foot, because what'll happen is if you stop making payments, your vehicle can be repossessed. If your vehicle gets repossessed, guess what? All of a sudden you can't get lemon law help, you can't get compensated. Not just that, your credit can be ruined. So even though you bought a defective product through no fault of your own, you're basically preventing yourself from being able to get the product bought back or replaced. And on top of that, you're also preventing yourself from being compensated. And to add insult to injury, now your credit's wrecked. So when you go to get another product, it's going to cost you more than it would have. So why would you hurt yourself that way? Do not stop making payments. The way the law works is basically two wrongs don't make a right. You do have an agreement to pay on the loan or to pay on the lease. You got to stick to that agreement until there's resolution. And again, if you get the product bought back, you will get that money back, and you also get the loan paid off. Or you keep the same loan and they'll provide you a new vehicle. Or you can end up getting compensated. So don't short circuit the process by going from step A to step D instead of A, B, C, D, because you're only hurting yourself if you do that. Number 6. The sixth mistake is to have a repair done while your vehicle is still under warranty to go to an unauthorized repair shop. By unauthorized, that means not the car company's authorized repairing dealer. Now, the reason people do this is because sometimes you're seeking repairs over and over again, the repairs are not successful, or they're unable to diagnose the problem. And you think, well, I have a buddy who's a mechanic, he could just fix the car. No, don't do that. If you do that, A, you could be charged for the repairs, and B, you could void your warranty. Now, a defense to a lemon law claim is unauthorized modification and repairs could fall under that because you're getting the vehicle repaired in a place that's not authorized. So again, don't short circuit your case by doing that. Now, one exception is you can go to an independent repair shop and get a diagnosis of a problem if the dealer's not diagnosing the problem properly. Just don't get a repair, because if you get a repair, that again could void your warranty. Number 7. 7 is if you've hired an attorney, not responding to your attorney or your attorney's staff when they contact you within a reasonable time. Now, we've had clients who don't respond to offers that oftentimes there's deadlines on, or requests for information from the other side. We've had clients who don't respond for weeks, even months at a time. Then what happens is the car company ends up closing out the case. You only have 2 options at that point. You just drop the case for nothing, or then you have to file a lawsuit, which, can have some expense and delay and additional risk. So we understand life happens. There's vacations, there's special events, there's emergency, life comes up. If you pursue a lemon law matter, it doesn't mean that you have to put your life on hold, but you do definitely need to communicate with the firm that's representing you and just let them know what's going on. As long as you let the firm know what's going on, then they can let the other side know what's going on and get extensions on your behalf. If your attorney or your attorney's staff is telling the company, hey, I don't know what's going on, I just can't get a hold of my client, well, that usually doesn't fly. Then the company, like I said, can end up just closing the matter out. And if you have a case filed in court, not just that, if you don't respond by a deadline, your entire case could get dismissed. And then again, you end up with nothing. So life happens. That's perfectly fine. Just be sure to communicate with your representative. And lastly, the final issue to avoid is to stop getting repairs on your vehicle. Now, here's the reason why this could happen. Again, you could be seeking repairs over and over again, and the car company's representative, their authorized dealer, just isn't repairing the issue. And you get to a point where you feel like enough is enough. I shouldn't have to keep getting repairs. Look, that's perfectly understandable. Especially another issue is if they're not diagnosing the problem. You get frustrated to the point of, well, they're not even confirming the problem. Why should I keep taking time out of my schedule to try to get this fixed? Here's why. The reason why is if you're aware of a problem with your vehicle and you don't seek a timely repair and the problem becomes worse and your vehicle breaks down, guess what? Now the company can accuse you of abusing the vehicle or misusing the vehicle. That's a defense to a lemon law claim. That's a defense that they wouldn't have otherwise. Not just that, what you need to understand is every additional repair, every additional day in the repair shop makes your case stronger legally. So although it's frustrating, although it's short-term pain of having to get repairs, the long-term gain could be better chance of getting your vehicle bought back or replaced or higher compensation. So please, if you're still having repair issues, you got to keep seeking repairs. Look at the forest through the trees. And so we represent consumers in multiple states. We have a multi-state firm. I am licensed in Arizona and also in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals and in several federal district courts. We have other attorneys in the firm who are licensed in other states. So although I'm only licensed in Arizona, we have attorneys that could help you in multiple states. And if we don't have a practicing attorney in the state where you live, still contact us. We'll try and help you find local counsel.